Hey geometry guys, I wanted to make this quick video for you guys for one of the problems on the chapter 10 study guide, as this might be a good candidate for a free response question on the upcoming test. And it's not too hard. In this question, it's the first one on the study guide. In this question, you're asked to figure out both the area and the perimeter of the shaded triangle. Okay. And basically, we're going to be using some Pythagorean Theorem knowledge and, of course, the formulas for area of a triangle. It's not that complicated. Let's tackle, I guess, perimeter first. The key to this is you need to find, you have two missing sides for the shaded triangle, right? You got this 15 length, okay, which also serves as the hypotenuse of a right triangle. You are given that this is a right triangle. Sorry, that's important, okay? So you really have two right triangles here. You have the little white guy, the right triangle, and then you have the larger right triangle. So that's obviously important, hence the Pythagorean theorem is going to come into play. Anyway, we have two lengths we need to find to get the perimeter. We need to get that length, and we need to get that length. And then in terms of getting the area, we definitely need this length, which will serve as the base. And we already know the height of that shaded triangle is 8, okay? So let's start off by getting this side length here, which is really easy, because if you just look at the white triangle right here, it's a 6, 8, 10. I hope you can all see that. That's a 6, 8. That has to be 10, right? Know your Pythagorean triples, that has to be 10. Okay, so we have that length, okay? Now, hopefully you understood that, of course, right? 6 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. You work that out, Pythagorean, 6, 8, 10, okay? So that's 10. All right, now I think the easiest way to go about getting this guy, this length here, is to actually work out first this long, kind of think of it as the long base of the large triangle there. Work that out, and then whatever we get there, this shaded base here will just be that y, I'm going to call it y minus 6, okay? So we're going to work that out, and again, we're going to work that out via the Pythagorean theorem, okay? Because if you look at the large triangle, you've got, we'll call that y, we've got one leg is y, we've got this leg is 8, and we've got the hypotenuse is 15. So we can solve for y by using Pythagorean theorem, y squared plus 8 squared equals 15 squared, right? And if you work that out, I'm gonna run out of room here shortly, but if you work that out, y squared plus 64 equals 225, and you subtract 64 from both sides, you'll get y squared equals 161, and y then will be just the root of 161. And that's not a pretty value, I get that. I'll give you a little hint if you're watching this video on the actual test, you're gonna take, the values will be clean or whole numbers. But it is what it is, okay? Just leave that as root 161. Okay, I'm gonna erase some things here to clean this up, but remember that we got y is 161. All right, so knowing that now, if that whole length was 161, then, let me erase this stuff too. This section right here, again, if the whole length was root 161, this section right here is gonna be simply quantity root 161 minus 6, okay? All right, well now we can finish this problem, okay? Because we have all the dimensions of our shaded triangle, okay? Let's start with the perimeter, okay? That's gonna be easy enough. Perimeter is just the sum of all the segments, the side lengths, okay? So we have perimeter 10 plus 15 plus the quantity root 161 minus 6, okay? Parentheses don't really matter there. End up having 25 there, and we'll be subtracting 6, so we'll end up getting 19 plus root 161. Okay, units. I don't know if units were given on this. No, just units, okay? So 19 plus root 161, which if you calculator that to a couple decimal places, comes out to, I believe, 31.69, okay, units. So there's your perimeter, you got that, okay? All right, 19 plus root 161, that answer would be fine, okay, or the two decimal places, approximately 31.69. Okay, now let's do the area, all right. Erase that, okay. For the area, okay, again, recall area formula for a triangle is gonna be 1/2 times base times height, okay. And if we treat this shaded triangle, we treat its base as root 161 minus 8. That's really the easiest thing. You have to really do that because your height then is your altitude. So what's your altitude? What's your height? It's not 15. It's not 10. Your height, I hope you can see, is 8, right? It's the perpendicular altitude from that vertex to that base, okay? So just plug in, okay? I'm gonna move down here on the board. I should probably get a bigger board soon. 1/2 times the quantity root 161 minus 6 times height, which is 8. Okay, we'll do a little simplifying here. I'm gonna go half of 8 first. So we get 4 times quantity, root 161 minus 6. See what I did there, right? Half of 8 first is 4. And then I'll finish distributing here to get 4 root 161 minus 24, okay? And just double checking that that is correct, and that is correct. And then you can punch that in on a calculator. 4 times root 161 minus 24. Bring that up here. That is approximately equal to 26.75, and if you want to be really precise, units squared, okay? Hopefully that helps. And again, that's a good problem to look at, not just for the study guide, for the upcoming test, okay? Not be a good free response problem. Okay, take care, y'all. Bye.